know how your partner likes their coffee, what love language they speak, and even their medical history. But how much do you know about their finances? Chances are there you and your better half are among the 70% of people who would rather share their full dating history and all of the dramas and all the baggage that comes along with rather than disclosing your full financial history. And yet, research shows that your significant other has a large influence on your whole host of behaviors. Hi, this is Mahesh Kadam, your debt freedom coach, and in today's session, I will be deep driving you how financials are hurting a marriage relationship. And it's not about India, it's not about US or it's not about Europe. It's across the globe, wherever humans are there, wherever the marriages are there, it is happening. So beware that a lot of things have been happening. So stay tuned in this video while I've been going deep into that, and I will sharing you a form also wherein you can test yourself as an husband or as a wife how far you have lived up to the expectations of the finance. Okay, so let's start the presentation, and I will just shortly share the screen so that you can just okay. So till then, if you are excited, just press excited in the chat box and let me see how it is going so that we can see that. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Getting married is a leap of faith. How many of you agree to that? I think all of you agree on that, right? But a lot can go wrong if you don't know about your partner well enough, right? So like I said, all the dramas you know, very everything you know, but they don't talk about the finances, the chit chat about their favorite movies, the holiday destinations, or the food preferences like veg or non-veg. But the crucial conversations of money are usually ignored. A wide variance in financial habits, where one partner is a diligent saver while the other enjoys a spending, can lead to friction, and that has happened a lot. I am not seeing in my life also. I have personally experienced, and also in my client's life also I have experienced that. Like some differences are easy to manage, but bigger disagreements can be a constant source of stress. Money is one of the widely known leading cause of divorce in America. Can you believe in America it is one of the, it's a developed country, and there is also you are facing this kind of issues. So imagine a developing country like in India where the population is on the bigger side. Can you imagine a lot of divorce cases are happening to them? So although the real estate is one of the concern, but financial issues of not understanding each other is also the problem. And it's also estimated that financial problems are contributing to over 20 to 40% of all the divorces. This means for every 10 marriages which are happening, they're ending in divorce, 41% are many of them are going before or because of money. So typically 41% of divorces are saying that they're all reason because of financial under disagreement. And this is not I am saying or not, this is said by Jimmy Nance law firm, which is in US, but you can search in the Google as well. So a big disclaimer, I am a qualified personal finance professional, and whatever I am sharing, this is an educational purpose video. So you just see what I am trying to say, how the finances are affecting your marriage relationship. Don't take my word or my concern. Just consult with your professional financial advisor like us, like certified financial professional, CFP or CFA or CFDWM, certified wealth manager, QPFP kind of thing, so that you get a lot of knowledge and post professional advice, and they can help you and guide you. Okay, now coming back to the second thing. Now there have been a lot of arguing points based on the studies and everything. So what I did, I shortlisted some of the things which is very common and which is very, in terms of Indian perspective, we can always relate to that. So what exactly is that? You didn't need such an expensive bag. How many you ladies, first I will ask ladies, how many of you agree to this point? If you agree, type agree in the chat box. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And how many of men who are the husbands, now that I'm talking about the singles, men who have said this line? Type M in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, what exactly is happening in this particular case is that this is actually a spending habit which people might say, but a problem is that this is the major problem with argument is going on. You didn't need an expensive, why you are buying. Now, this depends upon, that is why the discussion before the marriage has to happen. See, what are the taste, what are the dresses they want to buy, what are the kind of bags they're really interested. So are they affecting the finance or not, whether your salary is matching with their her salary or not. That's why the common things are happening to that. Second is very good thing, interesting one. I'm the one making the money, so I should control how it's spent. Now, who are the decision makers in your family? You don't have to need to answer in the comment box. You just uh, take it in your stride only. Okay. So yeah, it might be, in some cases might be the women who are leading the home, and it might be the some cases where the men's are leading the home. So I totally respect, and we should totally respect each of the genders about that decision making. But there's a one common point where there is a problem is that when this particular sentence comes into place, that's where the argument starts peeping up, and it goes to boils down to such a level that they became a point for divorce as well. Because if she or he is asking about the money calculation, don't you feel as an ego? It's not about the ego, it's about the managing the family as both partners, life partners, how to carry around that boat. You have to sail around the boat, because these waves which are coming is all your debt, is a spending, is everything which is coming down. Now that should be your attitude. Okay. The third one, we will never grow our wealth if we keep it playing safe with low returns. How many of you agree to that? Type agree in the chat box. Now, this is an investment decision. Here also arguments happen. I know one of the couple, one of my client. So he is actually my client. His wife is not. So when we discussed about some things, so he came back with one of the investment product, and he told me that, Mahesh, I don't want to invest in that product. So I asked the reason why, because you looked so convinced. I showed him the benefits, I showed him the pros, the cons, and everything, and he told me that, Mahesh, it's not about the conviction. It's about that when I discussed with my wife, she said that why we need to go ahead, why don't we play safe with low returns. Now when I told her, like he told her, his wife, that we will never grow up wealth, that's where the decision came, that where the discussion came into very heated, and he got disturbed, and he told me that, Mesh, I don't want to do that, let's stop that discussion. So that's why I didn't go on below into that. You're putting our goals at risk for someone else's problem, emotional speaking. How many of we agree that we are all emotional human beings, emotional creatures? And what it means, you're putting your risk for the goals at the risk of someone's problem. That means our goals are like enjoying vacation, but we are not going ahead with that. We are putting something else on that. That is also argument point. I'm going to tell you later, it just slipped my mind, hiding from the reality. And this is a major point where the arguing starts and boils down to a lot of fightings. I was able to tell, I was able to tell. Then why you did not tell in the first only? When I asked, when I shared the things, why you did not tell me then? That's how the discussion starts, right? If everything I would have known, then why should not you do not told first only, so that we can avoid the problem? If the problem has come now, if it is telling, there is no use, we have to come out of the problem, right? So how to come out of the problem? No idea. How many of you agree with this particular point? And don't have to put in the comment box, but how do you agree to this particular point? I'm sure 80% of the people who are watching the recording as well, you will imagine what I'm talking about, right? So this is the thing. We can't keep off leaving loans. It's unsustainable. Very true. And the lines which are said, the last line which was said by one of my female client, and she told me that she literally told this line: we can't keep leaving of loans unsustainable. Because what has happened in her case was that her husband used to take for any product, he used to take loans. Say for furniture, he used to take loan. Say for mobile, he used to take loan. Say for laptop, he used to take the loan. Say for a chair, he used to take the loan. So everything used to come in the loan. So what is happening, every time the EMI is incurred in his credit card, and the statement is becoming very huge. Every time he has to pay the statement. Yes, sometimes we need to do that things, but wherever we can pay with our own money, whatever the goals respected, we can do that, right? So how many of you agree that leaving of the loan is also a double edged sword? Like यहाँ पे घुसा तो दोनों साइड से प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. How many of you agree? So these are the things which are the major arguing points I have seen in my experience, where I've been talking with some other advisors as well, and some of the people as well. So these are the major points. They feel that okay, these are the things which they argue, and they get leads to the divorces and everything. So I told you some of the tricks and tips, but yes, I will be sharing you tips of managing a couple finance, and then we will move on to uh, the Google form, the type form, wherein you just have to check it, and it will help you. And that's very tester. This is very tester form, which it is very useful for you, because in that tester form you will able to understand that how you can move forward. Because then you can totally check and discuss. We have a meaningful discussion rather than going for this particular arguments and everything, right? So that would not be a problem with you. Okay, I don't want to get you to these problems. I don't want to discuss on this argument after watching this video. Okay, but if you're not watching the video, then it's a different case. But if you're watching this video, then don't argue this point, because I'll be giving you some tips where these tips can be helping you a lot. Have an open financial discussion. Now, this is true in my case also. Whenever I discuss with my clients, I keep it transparent, because for me trust is important. Why? Because of me, my client is taking financial decisions, and the financial is depending on your trust. The moment you pay your money to buy a product, you are trading your trust to that person. Now that person, if you're not giving you good product, do you think that you can live up to that expectation? No, right? So this is what the problem is there. So trust and transparency are two cornerstones of a successful marriage, and not about the marriage, is about the successful life as well. So irrespective of your planning together or in creating a financial plan couple, it doesn't matter. Trust and transparency should be there. Now you can establish, by discussing about your financial goals. Say after marriage, I want to go this side, or I want to continue my marriage job. So my job will be this 9 to 5, but my salary will be this. So what else I can do? A lot of things you can do. No, I want to quit my job after marriage. After 2 to 3 years, I'm thinking of starting my business. So these are discussions you have to go. The income, the expense, the debt. I have a loan which I need to serve because my father has taken a loan and I'm paying off. Yes, that can be also a discussion to openly discuss with your uh, future half, family also. Openly communicating your financial prospects and challenges can establish a clarity and avoid misunderstanding in the future. Decide the merging of finances. As a couple, you have a choice to combine your finances or keep them separate. That's up to you to enjoy the financial freedom. So what I would suggest that as soon as you get married, no, you get a joint account, joint savings account and joint current account. Why? Because if you're a business, like if you're a businessman and marrying a businesswoman, take a current account jointly and do that. Savings account. Why I'm saying that will be useful for your passport and income tax related everything. First thing. The second thing is that it makes you more accountable to each other, because when you both put some money into that account and that account is using for your expenses and savings, that's where you can keep it tracked. Okay, so this is very important. But yes, you can manage according to use. Alternatively, you can merge a portion of your finance and maintain the rest separately also. So whatever feels good for you, you can do that. Okay, but you can establish a part to manage your finances together. Okay, create a joint budget. Creating a budget jointly is another simple tip. So when you before get married, just have a joint discussion with how what kind of the budget will be there. So if you have a 3 months or 6 months before the marriage, let's get into a discussion of discussing about the marriage. Now we talk about wedding budgets. I have seen some of the couples are talking nowadays. The boomers, the 90s and the Gen X people, they're all talking about the budgets, but they're not talking about the finances where it comes into the place. Okay, so whether you choose to combine or manage your finances separately, moving together as a team is very important. You both are a team now. You're not playing as a solo. You're playing as a team. Husband and wife are put a team. So you need to get to know how to budget your living, non-living expenses. You decide how to divide the cost of essential livings. If it's expenses like rent, utilities, and groceries, and same goes for non-livings like expenses like occasional spend on dining, or some new product you're buying like iPhone or everything, or some new TV or Netflix OTT you're doing, entertainment, anything, outings you're everything in it. Okay, track the spending habit. How many of you today you're tracking your spending habits? I'm sure not everyone are spending tracking this spending habits, right? I guess it right. So that is what this thing is there, because we always do a lot of things, but we always don't track our this thing. So integral part of managing money as a couple is being prepared for emergencies. Okay, but it is easy to carry it away with day-to-day expenditures. So you have to track your spending habits. Okay, build an emergency fund. Yes, integral part of a managing couple is to manage the funds for your emergencies. And I have shared a couple of stories of my clients who have used emergency fund to a very good level during COVID times. So we might don't know what will happen in the future, but yes, if you prepare your emergency fund to such a level that it can help you best, you can go and use your funds anytime, and can be very useful for both of us. Set financial goals. Different life stages will lead to different aspirations, and as you plan for your future, you should plan together, not as this thing. Because the moment you come together after the marriage, that means you are working as a team. You are one, two bodies, one soul. To just ek jaan. That's what we talk about, right? So this is actually, you need to go this way, because otherwise there is no point in going forward as a couple if you're not married. Because tomorrow if you have a child, again you have to plan your finances. Tomorrow you're going to now, this might be sounds very disturbing, or sometimes for some it will be like uh, problematic. I can understand. That is why I was suggesting that you take a professional advisor's help. We go for a doctor for some treatment and alignment, right? We go to chemist to get the medicine. We go to some stall to get the best food. Why? Because they are preparing the best way. That's where the financial advisors also, QPFP, the qualified personal finance professional, CFA, and everything, they're all set up people helping you, want to help you. So go them and take the services and pay them, because that's where the trust and transparency will come. If they're taking for granted, nobody will do everything. Okay, hope this is clear. Now I will just go and I will just show you the form. Now, who all are excited about that form? Type excited in the chat box. The name I wanted to make it as a funny name, so I got it this. um, I'll just open that. Is that this course is worth rupees of direct 50% discount because this is a fresh course I am launching on. So I wanted to give for better testers, like what are testing people. I have already testimonials, but that I'm not taking in official way. So I want really the people who want, I want to test on them, so that they can also experience what I'm going to teach with you. Okay, so I want only 5 people I will be working with, only because this will be actually or very this thing problem is there, so I need to check it in a very different way. So I need to, because personal finance is personal finance, so we can't do these things and everything, right? So that's why. So I will just show you uh, and the link is opening. I will just share the screen. The screen, this form is very helpful, and I would strongly suggest this is a very free form, so you don't need to share with anybody else also. So yeah, okay, great. Your partner spends on things that you don't consider necessary, like a coffee or subscription. Now, before going ahead with the questionnaire, just please note, there is no right or wrong. Okay, based on your current situation or future situation, you and husband or wife, you can just decide and check this questionnaire. This is just to see you, to check with you how you're standing in terms of finances as a couple. Okay, that's all. So it's not right and wrong. So if you say that I'm calmly discussing budget and share goes great, you are saying don't bring it up, let them handle money, yes, that's also okay. So it's not right and wrong, it's just that we have to change the perception of watching of doing this form. Okay, so your partner spends on the things that you don't consider necessary, like a coffee or subscription. They aren't affecting your shared finances, but you disagree with the spending. What you do? Any options you can select. There's no multiple option, you have to select one option. Okay, there's some points are there. So say for example I will select this one. Okay, great. It's going, it's automatically go. You're visiting your family out of town and they ask for the financial support. Your partner doesn't know about this. What you do? Immediately tell your partner to discuss. Okay. The third question: you and your partner decide to cut the expenses and save for future goals, but a sale comes up, and sometimes you have hide for months. It's going cheap. You have a money for it. What you do? Buy it or whatever. So I will just buy it. Emergency. Yeah. Okay. You get an unexpected bonuses. The money wasn't part of your budget or plans with your partner. How do you use the money? Spend it yourself and inform the partner. You have been managing your savings for years. Your partner suggests hiring a financial planner to help you manage money. What do you do? You have students loan that will take years to pay off, but your partner suggests contributing more money to joint. Okay. You discover that your partner has been contributing to charitable cause without informing you. So this is a very good thing. It doesn't affect you directly, but you feel left out. Why I am being left out? Yes, I have a calm discussion. Okay, I feel I have a calm conversation about principles. Your partner suggests a big lifestyle change, like moving to an expensive area or buying a new car. You're concerned about the financial. How do you explain? Yes, amazing questionnaire. Your partner suggests opening a joint account. This is what I was talking about. Do you prefer to keep account stripped? How do you respond? Okay, so I will check it. Yeah, you have saved for the vacation with your partner, but an urgent, unforeseen expense comes up. How do you handle? Talk with your partner to adjust the budget together. Submit. Okay, and this is your score. So you just check the score. You will see that this is the score. Like if 10 to 15 points are there, financial turbulence is ahead. You may be heading for disagreements. Rethinking your approach, same area to work on, and you on the right time. So most probably most of the them will be not on this. Most probably you will be on this three particular scales. Okay, financial turbulence, or you may be heading for disagreement. Rethink your approach. I would strongly suggest, I would feel also you should be falling in this point, because this is the best way to discuss your discussions with your wife and husband. But if you are going for this, means it is very very dangerous. So I would strongly suggest, please get into call with me, so that I can help you to avoid this, and I can literally, this is how the whole session will work. Thank you so much for watching this recording. I think it's been 25 minutes you have been with me. I hope this session will be helpful. will help you a lot as a couple, as an individual who is going to get married. I have been in situation where I was not taught about all these things. I don't know about all these things as well. But today I know things. I am a qualified personal finance professional, and I have been teaching my clients as well. I have been working with them also to how to overcome these things. So I would strongly suggest, if you're one of the thing, please get in touch with me, and I'm surely help you. There's a lot of things which you can do to overcome these things. So I would strongly suggest, if you're one of the thing, please get in touch with me, and I will surely help you. There's